One of the personalities out of the 16 suggested by Katharine Briggs and Isabel is the ENTJ. ENTJ is an abbreviation that stands for extroverted, intuitive, thinking, judging, or simply put, commanders, as they are nicknamed. The abbreviation was coined by taking the first letters of their dominant traits. According to official MBTI Statistics, they constitute a lower percentage of the world's population, with 2.3% being men and 1.5% women. They are one of the many reasons why life is somewhat better for many of us. Why? Because they usually become our future entrepreneurs, lawyers, scientists, financial analysts, and all the other great jobs you can think of. Suppose this is your first time visiting our page. Welcome. If you are a regular here, thank you for coming back, and we hope you love this video because there's so much to learn. 7. They possess the power of engagement. To be able to engage people, you need good communication skills. They've got that. Leadership skills, check. Ability to blend in, check. Get people working their toes, that's also checked. I mean, ENTJs have every trait that helps with engagement. They love spending time with people. For them, having to meet with different people means there will be a lot of challenges to battle with and different opinions. ENTJs do not see engagements as a challenge because they find it easy to object to the views of others, especially if they feel those opinions are based on feelings. So for them, that means they are not people pleasers, nor do they kiss feet. Regardless, they are very supportive and tend to be great motivators. You're considering telling your ENTJ boss you can't meet a deadline because of heartbreak. Don't dare. You wouldn't be bothered the least. 6. They are ruthless. It's not that your boss doesn't care about your emotions. And don't be quick to judge him either because he might have already judged you for choosing to mend your heart over getting tasks done. He may seem cold and incentive, but finding success may be a priority compared to emotions for his personality trait. They don't have brick hearts, but they tend to make decisions with their heads and not their hearts. 5. Awesome planners. ENTJ's personality type may force you to compare them to a military parade. But think about it. You know how carefully articulated marches are. The steps of the soldiers, movements, turns, and everything about the match is well planned and carefully rehearsed repeatedly until it reaches that level of perfection where making mistakes may be difficult. I bet if they are woken up from sleep to start a parade, they will easily pass, and that's where ENTJs come in. They tend to be well prepared for current and future events, like the soldiers in a parade. They may already have an idea of what they want to do in the next 10 years because they see the picture ahead and prepare for it. 4. Brilliant entrepreneurs. If you have ever come across people who seem so difficult to persuade, they may probably be an ENTJ personality. Such personalities have a fixed mindset on issues because they are tactical decision makers. They are logical thinkers, which means that before a decision is made, they would have carefully planned and figured out its pros and cons to be sure of what they are doing. Apart from this, they are known to be visionaries. When they come up with ideas, whether business-related or not, the end goal is for that idea to be relevant after so many years. Now imagine a person putting in so much effort to make decisions, and how easily do you think you can talk them out of it? A typical example of such a personality in the business world is Bill Gates. 3. They are self-confident. When they become self-aware, they have so much power. The good thing is, it doesn't take them long to figure out themselves. They can achieve whatever they put their minds to, which serves as a character booster. Not forgetting that they are good communicators, their confidence can be noted from how they talk or engage others. This particular trait of theirs is why they tend to be natural leaders. 2. Energizers. The life of the party. You can call them that. When it comes to energy, boy, do they have that? Goal-oriented individuals are expected to appear rigid and strict, but guess what? There's never a dull moment with them. You are either learning or unlearning something. Their focus is to engage everyone and try to help with staying organized. But once disorganization occurs, that energy is lost. It seems as though being organized is the fire in their lives. Do you want to keep up with their energy? Dwell on being strategic and organized. 1. Lover of challenges. Whether in a formal or informal setting, They love to be challenged. They believe they have solutions to every other problem and like engaging with people to discuss challenging issues. Probably if you ever wanted to seal your romantic relationship with an ENTJ personality, present them with abstract and complex ideas, and they may seal the relationship forever. Well, I hope you've learned a thing or two from today's video. Despite all the strengths and weaknesses, they are amazing people to be with. Thank you for watching this far. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.